Did you know that African kings once ruled Egypt? For centuries, mighty empires rose and fell across the continent, shaping not just Africa, but the world. We often hear about European empires, but the story of Africa's kingdoms, their innovations, their power, and their ultimate fates, is far less known. Today, we unearth the magnificent legacy of Africa's lost kingdoms. Our journey begins in the ancient land of Nubia, in present-day Sudan. Here, along the fertile Nile Valley, arose the kingdom of Kush. For millennia, Nubian kingdoms flourished, but it was Kush that truly left its mark on history. From around 1070 BC, Kush emerged as a dominant force, its influence reaching far beyond its borders. The Kushites didn't just trade with Egypt, they conquered it. In the 8th century BC, King Pi, also spelled Pianchi, led his armies north, sweeping through Egypt and establishing the 25th dynasty. For over half a century, Kushite pharaohs like Pi, Shabaka, Shabitku, Tahaka, and Tantamoni ruled over united Egypt and Kush, ushering in an era of prosperity and cultural exchange. But their reign wouldn't last forever. Assyrian armies, with their superior iron weapons, pushed the Kushites out of Egypt in the 7th century BC. Yet, Kush endured, retreating south to its capital, Meroe. Here, they forged a new identity, developing their own script, their own gods, and a thriving iron industry. Meroe became a major center of trade, connecting the African interior with the Red Sea and beyond. But like all empires, Kush eventually declined, succumbing to internal strife and external pressures around 350 CE. Our journey now takes us west, to the lands of present-day Mauritania, Senegal, and Mali, where the Kingdom of Ghana, also known as Ouagadougou, emerged around 700 CE. Ghana's power rested not on conquest, but on trade. It controlled the vital trans-Saharan routes, becoming the gateway for gold flowing north and salt heading south. The kings of Ghana, whose title gave the kingdom its name, grew immensely wealthy, taxing the flow of goods through their territory. Their capital, Kumbisola, was a bustling metropolis, a center of commerce and culture. But Ghana's dominance couldn't last forever. Around 1240 CE, the rising power of the Mali Empire absorbed Ghana, marking the end of an era. The Mali Empire, founded by Sundiata Keita around 1230 CE, would eclipse Ghana in both size and influence. Mali stretched across much of West Africa, its wealth based on gold and its embrace of Islam. But it was Musa, who reigned from 1312 to 1337, who truly put Mali on the map. His pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 to 1325 was legendary. He traveled with a vast entourage, laden with gold, showering gifts upon the people he encountered. His generosity was so extravagant that it reportedly devalued gold in Cairo for years. Mansa Musa's pilgrimage brought scholars and traders to Mali, transforming cities like Timbuktu and Gao into centers of Islamic learning and commerce. Timbuktu became a renowned university town, attracting students from across the Muslim world. But the seeds of decline were sown even during Mali's golden age. Internal divisions and the rise of new powers weakened the empire. By the 17th century, Mali had fragmented, its glory days a distant memory. From the ashes of Mali rose the Songhai Empire, the largest state in West African history. Centered on the Niger River, Songhai expanded its power under rulers like Askia Muhammad I, who reigned from 1493 to 1528. Askia Muhammad was a devout Muslim and a skilled administrator. He reformed the empire's legal system, standardized weights and measures, and promoted trade and scholarship. Gao became the capital, a bustling city filled with merchants, scholars, and soldiers. But Songhai's reign was cut short by a fateful encounter with the Moroccan Sodi dynasty. In 1591, at the Battle of Tondebai, a Moroccan army armed with gunpowder weapons decisively defeated the Songhai forces. The Moroccans captured Gao and Timbuktu, bringing an end to Songhai's imperial ambitions. Our journey now takes us south, to present-day Zimbabwe, where the magnificent ruins of Great Zimbabwe stand as a testament to a lost civilization. From around 1100 to 1500 CE, Great Zimbabwe was the center of a thriving kingdom, its wealth based on gold and its connections to the Indian Ocean trade. The people of Great Zimbabwe built massive stone structures without mortar, a testament to their engineering skills. The Great Enclosure, with its towering walls, is a particularly impressive feat of construction. For centuries, Europeans refused to believe that Africans could have built such a complex and sophisticated city, attributing it to Phoenicians or other outsiders. But archaeological evidence has confirmed that Great Zimbabwe was indeed built by the ancestors of the Shona people. Great Zimbabwe's power declined in the 15th century, possibly due to overpopulation, environmental degradation, or shifts in trade routes. The kingdom fragmented, but its legacy lived on in the successor states that emerged in the region. Further west, in present-day southern Nigeria, the Benin kingdom flourished from around 1180 to 1897. Benin City, the capital, was a marvel of urban planning, with wide streets, well-organized markets, and a sophisticated system of governance. The Oba, or king, ruled over a centralized state, supported by a complex court and a powerful army. Benin was renowned for its art, particularly its bronze and brass castings. These intricate sculptures, known as the Benin bronzes, depict the Oba, his court, and scenes from Benin life. They are not just decorative objects, they are historical records, ritual objects, and political propaganda. In 1897, a British punitive expedition looted Benin City, stealing thousands of the bronzes and dispersing them around the world. This act of colonial violence marked the end of Benin's independence. To the west of Benin, in present-day southern Ghana, the Ashanti Empire rose to prominence in the late 17th and early 18th centuries. Founded by Ose Tutu and his advisor, Okomfo Anekai, the Ashanti state was built on military prowess, gold wealth, and a centralized political structure. The golden stool, a sacred symbol of Ashanti unity and sovereignty, played a central role in the kingdom's political and spiritual life. The Ashanti army was one of the most formidable in West Africa, and the kingdom resisted European colonization for many years. But in 1874, a British invasion captured Kumasi, the Ashanti capital, and forced the Ashanti to accept British rule. The Ashanti continued to resist, but ultimately, they were unable to withstand the might of the British Empire. In present-day Ethiopia and Eritrea, the kingdom of Aksum thrived between the 3rd and 6th century CE. Aksum was a major trading power, controlling key routes across the Red Sea. It issued its own coinage, a sign of its economic and political sophistication. Aksum was also one of the first kingdoms in the world to adopt Christianity as its state religion, under King Izona in the 4th century. Aksum's monumental stele, towering stone obelisks, are a testament to its power and architectural skill. The kingdom declined in the 7th century, possibly due to the rise of Islam and the loss of its Red Sea trade routes. Moving south, to present-day Angola, Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Gabon, we find the Congo Kingdom, which flourished from around 1390 to 1914. The Congo was a centralized monarchy, with a sophisticated system of governance and a thriving economy based on agriculture and trade. The kingdom established diplomatic relations with Portugal in the 15th century, and Christianity became a significant influence in Congo society. But the slave trade and European colonization gradually eroded Congo's power, leading to its eventual demise. Finally, in East Africa, we find the kingdoms of Buganda and Rwanda. Buganda, in present-day Uganda, was founded in the late 1300s, while Rwanda, in present-day Rwanda, emerged in the 1500s. Both kingdoms developed sophisticated political systems and strong military traditions. Rwanda gained independence in 1962. And in southern Africa, the Zulu kingdom, under the leadership of Shaka Zulu in the early 1800s, rose to become a dominant force in the region. Shaka's military reforms and expansionist policies transformed the Zulu into a formidable fighting force, creating a powerful and centralized state. These are just a few of the many African kingdoms that shaped the continent's history. Their stories are a testament to the ingenuity, resilience, and creativity of the African people. Their legacies continue to resonate today, reminding us of the rich and complex history of Africa. The story of Africa is not just one of colonialism and slavery, it is also a story of empires, innovation, and cultural achievement. It's time we remember and celebrate the magnificent legacy of Africa's lost kingdoms.